My MVP for the qualifier was Will Chamberlain. I feel like he did everything on the court I needed him to do, offense and defense. I've been watching a few of the other players. I've been playing against some of them. They're all pretty good, but I feel like I got a trick up my sleeve this year. I like my lineup, I like my guys, and I feel like they're great basketball players right now. At point guard, I got John Wall. At shooting guard, I have Ray Allen. At small forward, I have the new card, Tim.
The story continues. This chapter from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. The Jazz taking on the Raptors. For the Jazz, they're on the road in a hostile arena. They know they can grab a win in this environment, and their chance to prove it starts now. Raptors, Jazz, only here on 2K Sports. A good Friday night to you, sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, you may ask why Scotty Barnes is so competitive. He says it started while I was young. I had two brothers, and we always wanted to be better than each other. We just competed. As a kid, I just wanted to beat other people, no matter what it was. Kevin, whether it was foot races or basketball, he's still getting after it. Back to you.
He has. Not much has changed, has it, D.A.? Thank you. We know some teams are stuck in the cycle of we think this is the year, we think we may finally get over the hump, and then the disappointment when it's not.
And Kevin, here is the reality. Winning championships in the NBA is extremely difficult. You can, as a front office, put a roster together on paper and think, okay, we have enough talent to win the championship, and for whatever reason, the pieces don't mesh. And the other part of this, Kevin, is sometimes luck goes into winning. A poorly timed injury, a guy who asks out that totally came out of the blue. There are so many things that go into winning in this league.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Markkanen. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Conley, and it's Olynyk in at the 5, down low. And for Toronto, Van Vliet in the backcourt, Trent Jr. to his side. Anunoby in at the forward with Barnes next to him. And it's Siakam in at 7. Now here's Van Vliet. Rebound by Olynyk. Outside, Markkanen. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Markkanen's got the game going here with the first basket for the Jazz. Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. Dishes to Barnes. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Siakam. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, this to me is where he can be a force. Siakam, a 3-level scorer. In the painted area, very dangerous.
Markkanen passes to Vanderbilt. Pass to Markkanen. 5 on the clock. Clarkson for 3. Doesn't go that time. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Guys, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure it out, though. If you're going to shoot in the low 30s, you're going to end up losing a lot of games.
Yeah, rough outing for their offense. You saw a spark here and there, but their main scorers just couldn't stay hot.
Now here's Conley, following the miss by Gary Trent Jr. Here's Olynyk, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Trent kicks to Siakam. A baseline J. Utah with the rebound.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
And you know there aren't many teams with a more dedicated fan base than Utah's. The Jazz fans are behind their team no matter what.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
Now here's Van Vliet. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. And his third shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3. Over in the corner, Conley. Pass to Vanderbilt. Now here's Markkanen. Covered by Barnes. Barnes against Markkanen. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
Raptors ball.
Raptors trail by 4. It's always striking, Greg, to see the bond between the Jazz team and their followers.
Well, when you're the only game in town, people take the team to heart. And we see it in cities like Portland and San Antonio as well. The fans form that attachment to their team.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Siakam.
One of the things about Markkanen's teammates, they encourage this guy to be aggressive. They know how skilled he is.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
That free throw good for Markkanen. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
And Markkanen drops them both.
And we've seen it for years. Despite their regular season success, the Jazz just unable to make much noise in the playoffs. Credit the front office for coming to terms with it and pivoting to a rebuild while they could get top value for their stars.
So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah.
And remember, they won both games in this matchup last year. No small feat.
These two teams could easily end up meeting to decide the NBA championship. Tonight could be a preview of something with more on the line down the road.
Raptors trail by 6. Van Vliet with the bounce pass. Anunoby finds Siakam. Over Olynyk. And again, no good by Toronto.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Conley gets the bucket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And Barnes has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Van Vliet against Conley. And again, no good by Toronto.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
The pass to Olynyk. Clarkson against Trent. Again, the Jazz score.
And usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Barnes, right side. Van Vliet looking around. Inside, Olynyk with the steal. To the paint. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And the Raptors call time here.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
round of applause for your Raptors Youth Dance Team.
Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. Here's Siakam. The 15-footer. Good. Siakam's got his second basket of the night.
That's why they call him Spicy P, cooking up a mid-range J. Go ahead, Pascal.
Right wing. Clarkson outside. From deep. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Toronto will come the other way. Trent, that's a two-pointer. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Utah leading by 10. Here's Markkanen. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Here's Clarkson. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Here's Trent. He's covered by Clarkson. Raptors moving the ball around. It's tipped.
Okay, Kelly Olynyk getting up high for that rejection. At 7 feet, that length comes in handy.
Here's Clarkson. That one doesn't go. Good work defensively by Trent.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Passes it to Van Vliet. Back to Trent. 6 on the shot clock. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Wow, this defense is blanking him down the stretch, and that's certainly hurting his team's chances.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an All-Star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an All-Star.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
That's good from Conley. For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an All-Star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
And Conley drops them both.
Mike Conley, probably one of the most respected players in the league, and I don't see this guy stopping anytime soon. He brings great effort every single night, plays with a team-minded selflessness, is a big shot maker. This guy has had such a solid, probably underrated career.
Here's Horton Tucker. Anunoby sends it back.
OG Anunoby is fast off his feet, 7'2" wingspan, says twice on the pipes.
Banton. Second chance shot, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Beasley. And the Raptors doors with one of the elite front offices recognized in the NBA.
And Kevin, because of that, a highly paid one as well. Remember, a recruitment battle, not just with the NBA, but English soccer, to keep their leadership intact. But the track record is there to justify that top billing, no doubt about it. Guys, I've got to say, one of the things I love the most about the Toronto Raptors, how special their fan base is. Really, when you think about it, Canada much more associated with the great sport of hockey, but they love professional basketball.
Now here's Conley. He's got 6. Here's Alexander Walker. A second chance effort, and the layup is up and in. And the Jazz lead by 13.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Achua kicks to Flynn. And again, Toronto, oh, you're right. This fan base here in Toronto is terrific and certainly gets excited to cheer on their Raptors. They love them.
They do, and their theme is, quote, "We the North." You can truly tell how much these fans love the Raptors. Remember the scene in Jurassic Park outside the stadium, that special area when the finals were going on in 2019. It was pure pandemonium.
Here's Horton Tucker. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Gay. To the middle. The shot's good from Horton Tucker.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Banton. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Jazz leading by 15. Pass to Horton Tucker. A three-pointer, no good.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
They grab their own miss. The dunk by Achua.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Toronto grabs the miss.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And there's the pass to Banton.
2 minutes left in the first. 2 minutes.
Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Here's Conley. That shot, no good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Down low. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his second.
You know, GA, something you notice about this Jazz team, they love to shoot the three. Statistics tell you that, and they tell you that.
And Kevin, not only do they love it, they do it well. The two, sadly, don't always go hand in hand, but these guys can really hurt you from range when they get going.
Shoot two.
First free throw is good.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable. They've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career.
Raptors trail by 9. Here's Flynn. Good work defensively by Conley.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Horton Tucker's shot is off.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Jazz leading by 9. To the inside. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Well, we've come to expect this from Mike Conley, putting the pass on time and on target.
Flynn against Conley. Flynn the pass to Anunoby. Back to Flynn. Passes to Banton. From about 19 feet, Horton Tucker with the rebound. Horton Tucker's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Gay outside. Banked in off the glass. He has 6.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
And so it's Utah looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They have made it very tough to get a
Make some noise, Toronto. It's time.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Jazz enjoying a nice lead here.
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for Utah. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. Young out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Barnes at the small forward. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Now, here's Clarkson. Following the miss by Scotty Barnes.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Trent. Now Young, covered by Beasley. Siakam trying to free himself up. And with that, the Jazz lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Thaddeus Young. And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Now Beasley. He had 19 points in the win against the Rockets in Houston. The Jazz with another miss. And it's the Raptors ball. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. Utah leading by 11. Clarkson with the ball. Now guarded by Siakam. Shots good by Clarkson.
Well, we understand that Jordan Clarkson is strong enough to take contact and continue through the play. Nice aggressiveness.
Now here's Barnes. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Here's Beasley. Pass to Olynyk. Utah moving it around. Clarkson looking for an opening. And he gets it to go. Clarkson's got 4 this quarter. And doors for teams trying to establish culture and institutional values. What makes that possible? How does that work?
I think that begins from ownership through the front office and then down to the coaching staff and then finally to the players. But Kevin, we know this. It can't be just talk. Show me, don't tell me. You have to be accountable to your teammates and to the organization.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, and we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much.
You know, I like the fact that Olynyk didn't shy away from mixing it up. Remarkable at scoring despite getting hit.
And the Raptors call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Boucher's checked in for Toronto. Vanderbilt's checked in for the Jazz. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Beasley against Van Vliet. Kicks it to Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Markkanen. Utah with the rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
George, I'm looking at these numbers for Malik Beasley. He never turns the ball over.
You're right, Kev. This is normally one of the players always amongst the best in terms of turnover percentage. And you love that about Malik. Why? Because he can score the basketball without making mistakes. The offensive game is based on efficiency.
Now Markkanen following the miss by Fred Van Vliet from deep. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Gary Trent Jr.
What I'm always impressed by, guys, is Markkanen's versatility. The guy can face up and make jump shots. He can be enough of a presence on the interior that you're very comfortable with him in this modern NBA game.
And he makes the first. And Markkanen can give you, Greg, a solid defensive effort at both the 3 and the 4.
And Kevin, many thought Markkanen was a defensive liability, but give him credit, worked hard to prove he wasn't. And while not a superb defender, he has become a plus defender for this team.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Raptors trail by 17. Van Vliet passes to Trent. Back to Van Vliet. Here's Siakam. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Here's Clarkson. Good D by Siakam. And Siakam has got the ball here for Toronto. And here's Trent outside. Rebound, Utah. Markkanen's got his 4th rebound in this one. Lets it go from 11. Boucher with the rebound. Toronto's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Barnes. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Don't just show off that basketball IQ, Mr. Fred Van Vliet. Pretty pass, sir.
The pass to Clarkson. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Clarkson's got 11 points. Raptors trail by 18. Barnes kicks to Boucher. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Barnes outside. Siakam finds Van Vliet. Stolen by Markkanen. It's Beasley on the wing. Back to Markkanen. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Passes it to Barnes. Siakam with it. Back to Barnes. Right through the D for the layup.
How about Scotty Barnes showing off his IQ and pick and roll? Does a nice job finding his teammate.
Outside, Markkanen. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Off target from outside. Beasley against Van Vliet. And here's Trent outside. Rebound, Utah. Markkanen's got 5 rebounds tonight. In the corner, it's Clarkson. They get it again. Vanderbilt score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Now, here's Trent. No points in the game yet for him. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Pass to Clarkson. Three-pointer. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Inside. Boucher passes to Siakam, and he uses the glass on the lane. That's now 8 points for Siakam.
Tremendous vision from Chris Boucher. He is making a case for being more involved offensively.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. And Doris, it seemed to change his scenery was good for Chris Boucher.
Guys, think about a guy like Chris Boucher, an unknown quantity when he enters the NBA, a tribute to the player development system in Toronto. Here was a guy with a lean frame. You didn't know what he could be in the NBA. A career year in 2021. The guy can flat shoot the basketball, he can be dangerous in transition, and he competes on the defensive end.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Raptors on defense. It's an 18-point game. Pass to Beasley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Now, make no mistake, there's some big-time athleticism when you're talking about Malik Beasley. Rise up and finish at the cup.
Here's Banton. There's the pass to Anunoby. Pass to Banton. Offline with his 3. Utah leading by 20. Gay passes to Conley. Back to Gay. Shoots over Flynn. Tries again. No good from Gay. Raptors shooting just 29% in the second quarter. The offense is suffering. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul.
Rudy Gay.
That's his first foul.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, Utah. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. To the inside. Shot clock at 6. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Utah has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts.
And love seeing Gay get out there in transition. A huge threat to score when he's running the floor.
Back to Flynn. Pass to Banton. Shoots from the right block. Here's Achua. The putback, and it's Gay with the rebound. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Banton. Anunoby. Horton Tucker with the rebound. Horton Tucker's got 6 rebounds in the game. 1:32 left to play here in the second quarter.
Well, this is the night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
Pass to Flynn. Here's Banton. They need this one. Can't hit that one. The Jazz go the other way with it.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Here's Horton Tucker. Off with the layup. Here's Banton, covered by Conley. Outside Flynn. Now, here's Achua. Tight defense on him. And the layup's good off the glass. Achua's got his second bucket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Outside Conley. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Raptors. And here is Flynn. Another shot. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. 6 points for him.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Jazz out in front. They lead by 18. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Nick Nurse. Coach, the efficiency wasn't there in the first half. What adjustments do you need to make?
I thought we got pretty good shots, and if we're not going to score, it makes getting our defense set up difficult. So you got to keep shooting them. Hopefully start making some of them.
You can't score until you shoot, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. From the get-go, it was Utah coming out strong, displaying the force of a tidal wave and some excellent offensive and defensive possessions. They surged their way to a 14-2 start. Just a dominant opening period. They led by 13 after one. Then in quarter number 2, they actually increased their intensity to pull further out in front, finishing with a double-digit advantage at the half. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
They're getting into the lane whenever they want, getting some high percentage looks. I don't see the coaching staff switching up too much. Keep it simple. Force your opponent to adapt to you.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Toronto?
I know it's not the case, but it seemed like they were lacking on the offensive game plan. Maybe some guys were improvising when they should have been making the next pass, but hey, not looking good out there.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
It's time for your north side bridge.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You gotta like what Jordan Clarkson has done in this game.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Getting underway here in the second half, here's Will Hardy's 5. Markkanen is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Olynyk. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Conley in at the point. Trent outside. Over by Conley, tipped away. Back to Van Vliet. Over Conley. Gets a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. He's got 8.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And the pass to Van Vliet. Misses the 3. Utah leading by 18. Down low. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Trent outside. Anunoby with it. Conley picks him up. Barnes against Vanderbilt. 5 to shoot. Trent, that's a two-pointer. They get the rebound. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
Markkanen passes to Vanderbilt. And here's Markkanen. From outside, off the mark. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Anunoby. His three-pointers off the mark. Jazz leading by 16. Clarkson kicks to Markkanen. Passes it to Vanderbilt. Clarkson on the wing. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. The Raptors making a switch here. Siakam's checked in.
Siakam.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. From deep three-point range, Siakam pulls it in.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have, just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Anunoby passes to Trent. For 3, Van Vliet. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Vanderbilt. Conley against Van Vliet. Pocket 6 to end the drought. And it's laid up and in by Conley. Conley's got 8.
Mike Conley continues to perform at a high level. Over a decade as a pro, still doing work.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this junction.
Now, here's Anunoby. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Pass to Siakam. Now here's Van Vliet. The tray. And the Raptors miss again.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Clarkson. And here we go. Fast break. Van Vliet's got it. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, if you get Fred Van Vliet a look in space, good things are bound to happen.
The son of an NBA vet, Gary Trent Jr.'s game is very different than his dad's.
Well, obviously, Gary Sr. had more size and therefore was a post player in a different generation. The younger Mr. Trent, an excellent shooter from deep, pretty much the opposite style of play. How about that? Markkanen able to take the contact and play through it. Big time finish.
Trent kicks to Van Vliet. Barnes outside. The rebound by the Jazz. Clarkson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Olynyk up top. Clarkson outside. Back to Olynyk. Lets it go from deep. It doesn't go for him. So the Raptors will take it the other way.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Siakam, that's good.
That's unselfishness from Trent Jr. We know he wants to score, but when your teammate's that wide open, just simply put the ball where it needs to be.
Now here's Markkanen. He's got 10. The pass to Clarkson. To the middle. Trying to find Vanderbilt. Gets it to him. Out to Clarkson. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Young's checked in for Anunoby. And Utah with a change here, too. Alexander Walker's checked in. Siakam deciding where to go with it. Over Olynyk. And again, no good by Toronto. Jazz leading by 16. Here's Conley. Sweet little floater. Conley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, this guy could have powered on the interior, but goes to the floater game. This is one of his specialties.
The 3 from Barnes. The rebound by the Jazz. Olynyk's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Takes the 13-footer, and it's Toronto with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now, here's Siakam. 10 points for him.
Boy, Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man.
Passes to Alexander Walker. Olynyk dishes to Clarkson, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
Yeah, easy call.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Utah.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
And he knocks down the first one.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a bit, Clarkson tightened up his game, and now he is a key factor in what this team does.
And Toronto making a change here. Flynn's checked in. And both free throws good for Clarkson. Raptors trail by 18. Barnes outside. Pass to Siakam. Here's Flynn for three. The shot, no good. Here's Horton Tucker. Covered by Barnes. Moves back up. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. He's got 8.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Siakam kicks to Barnes. Here's Flynn. No good on the triple. And so Clarkson will bring it up for Utah. Horton Tucker makes it off the glass. Horton Tucker's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Not just a scorer. Clarkson is very willing to dish it when a teammate's open.
Siakam outside. Back to Barnes. Van Vliet outside. No good with the triple.
I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
Got a piece of it, and out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Barnes. Pass to Banton. Siakam, right side. And Siakam throws it down.
He's had terrific momentum all game. Pascal Siakam in his bag offensively.
And there's the pass to Alexander Walker. Offensive rebound. Gay misses. Raptors trail by 20. Nobody near Barnes. Beasley with the rebound.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
The offensive rebound. Shots good by Gay.
And Gay has great length down on the block there. Fantastic at just jumping on opportunities to score when he's down low.
Here's Banton. Siakam outside. 6 to shoot. And he lobs it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Knocked away and stolen by Barnes. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Banton's shot is off. Utah leading by 22. Horton Tucker. The pass to Alexander Walker. Beasley outside. Shoots. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And yes, it's good. Banton's got 5 now.
Scotty Barnes is a well-rounded basketball player. Passing is part of that, guys. Pretty pass there.
Here's Alexander Walker, covered by Flynn.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Utah's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Nice ball movement by Utah. Barnes against Gay. 6 on the shot clock. Easily in the post. That shot off, and Toronto will go the other way with it. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Yeah, we know this about Scotty Barnes. He has a team-first mindset, finds the open player in that instance.
Here's Alexander Walker. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Gay. Siakam pulls it in. Raptors trail by 18. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Manton, the pass to Flynn. Barnes looking around. Releases. Rebound, Utah. Gay's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Steps back and shoots. Off target. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Jazz lead by 18. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Sharing the wing spots for them, it'll be Trent Jr. and Anunoby. Then it's Brett Van Vliet. Then there's Chris Boucher. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Now here is Conley. Clarkson up top. He's guarded by Anunoby. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Jordan Clarkson tends to draw a lot of contact. If you look at his career, he doesn't end up at the free throw line as often as you'd think.
Jordan Clarkson, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Clarkson, the Jazz making a switch here. Olynyk's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And in this era of player movement, Greg, we're seeing guys often pick teams on fit or style of play. When they look at that, what are they looking into?
You want to have fun coming to work every day, Kevin. I mean, the money they're making, most guys are going to be set for life. But I think they recognize it's about the journey and who you have the opportunity to take that journey with.
Here's Clarkson after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Markkanen passes to Clarkson. It's not going to go for him. And Toronto will come the other way. Van Vliet outside. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Clarkson. Clarkson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Conley's shot is off. Raptors trail by 18. Trent outside. No good from outside. 3-pointer, Markkanen. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Now, here's Anunoby. Passes it to Van Vliet. Over Conley. And again, no good by Toronto.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Count that bucket.
How about Jordan Clarkson, the ability at his position to absorb contact and finish the play?
Oh, glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Anunoby. And good that time. Anunoby's got his first basket of the night.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Conley, the pass to Clarkson. Markkanen down low. He's guarded by Anunoby. Yep, it counts.
Markkanen, the big man from Finland. He can flat score it, folks.
Toronto calls timeout. Isn't it great? The NBA is becoming a global product. More games are scheduled overseas. Doris, any locations you'd like to go to call a game? Maybe you and I could do a game in the Bahamas. How does that sound?
I love it, Kevin. If they're tipping it up, I'd love to be there. And think about it, beyond the travel and the opportunity to see the world, the opportunity to expose new fans to this game that we love so much, certainly not something to take lightly.
Make some noise, Toronto! It's time for your Northside Crew! Canada's best dance team is coming your way, fans! Here they are, your Northside Crew! That was rockin'. Thank you.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Anunoby with it. Trent up top. He's covered by Clarkson. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Off target with his three.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from three is not the answer.
Pass to Olynyk. Conley scanning the floor. Shot clock at 5. Back to Olynyk. Takes the three. It's hauled in by Trent. Raptors trail by 20. Greg, we're seeing more fines recently for the language that players use with the media. Is that a concern?
I don't think it should be a concern, and I'm not kidding. The league's going to have standards of decorum. You're on TV. You got to keep it together. However, I think that as a society, we're a little more tolerant of certain words that are used in public.
Clarkson for three. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. Anunoby against Markkanen. Knocked loose.
Boy, and on a night where he's been so smart handling the ball, that's his first big mistake.
Here's Conley. That shot off. Raptors trail by 18. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Trent can't hit. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Jazz. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Van Vliet passes to Trent. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Mike Conley with the rebound.
It's just been a frustrating day for him all the way around, and it's rubbed off now, I think, on the rest of the team.
Markkanen gets to Clarkson. Here's Olynyk. Out to Conley. Now Clarkson. Pass to Vanderbilt. Clock at 6. The shot misses.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Utah calls timeout.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Jazz leading by 16. He kicks to Clarkson. To stop the drought, and it's good on the way in. Clarkson's got 6 here in this quarter.
Oh, slick move by Clarkson, getting around that inside contact to finish the shot.
Van Vliet against Conley. Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. 6 to shoot. Trent, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh, my goodness. Gary Trent Jr. saying, Pops, I got a little hops in my game, too.
Outside, Markkanen. Conley, the pass to Olynyk. Kicks it to Markkanen. Olynyk dishes to Clarkson. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Olynyk can't hit.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Trent finds Van Vliet. Back to Trent. Takes it inside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Boy, Gary Trent Jr. balancing that perimeter game, showing you I can put it on the deck and draw contact. That is a big-time play.
Gary Trent Jr. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Trent.
What you love about Gary Trent Jr., guys, is here's a guy who not only excels from the three-point line, yes, he's a consistent guy stretching the floor, but his fearlessness, his willing to take big shots in tight spots, that is something to behold.
Barnes, he's checked in for Chris Boucher. Trent hits them both. And it's Conley with the ball for the Jazz. Outside, Markkanen. Good D by Anunoby. Raptors trail by 14. From deep, Trent. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Clarkson. Rebound by the Raptors. Van Vliet wide open. Connects from three-point range.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
The pass to Clarkson. Back to Markkanen. Passes it to Clarkson. Over Barnes. Another miss by Utah.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Good on the shot, and then shaves the lead to single digits.
just doing what he can. He's competing and he's converting.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
Now, here's Clarkson. To the paint. Here's Olynyk. Here's Vanderbilt. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Second team foul. Shooting for Utah, Jared Vanderbilt. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the tooth.
Vanderbilt hits them both. Raptors trail by 11. Trent outside. Here's Anunoby. A three-pointer off the mark.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And that one good from Clarkson. Clarkson's got 10 points in just the second half.
Jordan Clarkson showing the ability to put the ball on the deck and make a play.
Pass to Anunoby. The 3. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's. Anunoby against Markkanen. Pass to Conley. Jazz passing it around. Vanderbilt against Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Conley. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Barnes has got 5 rebounds tonight. Trent passes to Siakam. Comes up empty down low. Jazz leading by 13. Conley with it, and it's Trent picking him up. Conley's shot is off. A lot of time left for the Raptors in this one. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Utah's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Clarkson laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Clarkson's got 23.
Well, Jordan Clarkson, a nice, efficient look there. Boy, that'll help your percentages.
Trent outside. Back to Van Vliet from past the arc. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Van Vliet against Conley. Shoots over Van Vliet. It's hauled in by Trent.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
A shot by Clarkson, no good. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. Trailing by 13.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Jazz.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jordan Clarkson.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Siakam hits them both.
Boy, the evolution of Pascal Siakam has been such a pleasure to watch. The work ethic is commendable, and he's learning how to be a leader, guys.
Now, here's Clarkson. Conley, the pass to Vanderbilt. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So Utah ends up going with the new group.
Substitution on the court.
Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Flynn misses. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Alexander Walker passes to Beaumont. Over Hernan Gomez. The Jazz again can't hit it. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was actually a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Laurie. Strong start for the team. How did you keep that momentum going throughout the game?
Yeah, I mean, we've had leads before this season that we blew, so we had that mindset that even if we're up, we're still going to keep pushing, so that's what we did.
You kept the pedal to the metal, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.